Hello, friends. Hi, how are we today? I hope we're all doing well. I'm doing fantastic. I'm here with you today to bring you this beautiful, beautiful kit. It's called Gala from Let's Planet, and it's stunning. I mean, it's not foiled, but it feels like it should be foiled. And this is for the week of October 9th through October 15th. I say it every week, but slowly, 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 we are catching up. And I'm just really excited because really, once we hit the end of October, um, I move into my new bullet journal. So I'm not currently it is February the 12th. No, February, it's Valentine's Day, February 14th. And I am like sick of being in two planners to do all these spreads. So once we get into November, I switch into my new planner. And honestly, I think that's just going to make a world of difference. I'm motivated to get through this planner now, and we're so close to being done. It's going to be fantastic. I'm really excited. Planner Alex is going really, really slowly, but this is a pretty big week. Um this marks the start of like a very, very, like, it is the busy season for me. And I honestly, peep what I'm doing at the bottom. I'm trying it again. I have faith in myself that I'm going to remember. And actually, it's funny that I do it 2 times this week. But essentially, this is a big week. My sister-in-law comes into town. I run a big race. You know, we're starting to get into like pretty serious birthday seasons. All of the people in our lives have birthdays around this time. It is a big a big week. So, um I am really happy with how this turned out. I wasn't anticipating to do a full like staircase stagger all the way down this week, but as I said before, it was busy. I only used a couple of day extenders. I honestly probably no, I definitely did need them on one of the days. It's just again, it was a really, really, really busy week. So, the kit did have one set of headers. I think is it Brittany? Brittany for Let's Planet has changed up the format since the last time I used it. So I pulled in the one set of headers just for like our blank space, and then um on top of all the full boxes, I pulled in a set of glitter headers from my leftover stash, which, you know, talk to me all you want about the fact that I have so many leftovers, but I do pull in and I use them a lot. And I was going back and forth about which headers I wanted to use, but I ended up with these black chunky glitter headers. I didn't bring in foil only because I didn't have any foil. Like, I didn't have any foil that I was bringing into this kit. Um, I haven't really been in a super duper foily mood recently. I guess maybe the overabundance of it in our planner community. I'm just like, I just want to go back to basics with no foil. But then I say that in my next week in my planner, which already is planned. Shocking, I know. Is really foily. So it's just getting from point A to point B. But we've got the paint swatch at the top for the date covers, and then we move on to this page, and I presume we'll get into focus soon. I don't know what's been going on with my camera lately. It's been doing this autofocus thing, and I really don't like it. Not at all. It just really irritates me. But I really enjoy how this all planned out, and honestly, I was like rushing through this because my kid was sleeping after swimming lesson and my other kid was having a nap with his dad because everybody's pooped in our household on Sundays. Sundays is a very quiet day and a day where we like, recover. So, I was like, oh my God, everybody is going to wake up because I had spent an hour meal prepping. So I was like, oh my God, no one woke up. No one woke up. I got through nearly this whole entire spread before I had to leave before my in-laws came over. So, here, I forget what paper Brittany uses, but it is definitely not like easily terrible. So I went in with my little X-Acto knife, and I think I probably need a new one. The very tip of this one broke off, and it just doesn't cut nearly as well as I need it to for these small stickers, and especially if I'm going to be using printable kits, I'm going to have to cut things out like sooner rather than later. I've been avoiding this moment, but like at some point I am going to have to cut out a kit. So I should really get onto that. I will say with this new format of kit that Brittany's using though, I am really into it. I didn't have a lot of leftovers. And the leftovers that I did have were not things that I could pass along or that I would use. So I was pretty pleased. Especially because I'm planning a gray spread. I don't know when I'm planning that for, but I am planning a fully gray spread. So here, there was no sidebar, anything. So I decided to bring in some decorative washi just at the bottom. Or like not decorative washi, but just like a decorative box at the bottom, just to make more room, I guess, and like take up more room. I'm always just a little bit not super strong with what to do in my sidebar if there isn't the option to like have stuff in it in the kit, if that makes sense. Whew, my gosh, this feels like I've been talking forever. I've actually taken a couple of breaks, which is hilarious, but anyway, I need for Planning Alex to hurry up because I want to get into my day by day. As I said, this is a very, very busy week, and I know what you're thinking. Just start talking about your day by day now. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because it's really, really interesting, but I also like telling you guys where the stickers are from. But I guess I should get into it because it is a fairly busy week. So this week I did not mix up where my stickers were going and I pulled the right spread. So that is aces. That is a very good thing. But look at how pretty this base laid down. If I just left it like that, I'd be really, really happy, I think. So moving into the day by day, the first thing that I noted here was that it was a very rainy day. We really truly were in the autumnal weather at this point. And it was just really rainy, and I used up a sheet of stickers, which was really nice. And then we drove down from the cabin, and I used a Coffee Monsters car in gray. I tried to pull in as many gray icons as I could. And then after that, I did 3 loads of laundry, which was insane, but we have a lot of clothes. There are 4 of us, and I have 2 little boys. Let me tell you, those boys get their clothes so messy all the time. It's insane. Next up, we went over to my in-laws and we had Thanksgiving number 2, and I'm so excited I get to use that Fox and Pip girl like twice a year, and I had to use her twice for Thanksgiving, so that was nice. I noted that my kiddo, my baby, had only 1 nap, so he's sort of in a transition period right now. And then that night was a really early night after the weekend, after the Thanksgiving weekend from the week before. If you haven't seen that video, you should definitely go check it out. It is up on my channel. Moving on to Tuesday. On Tuesday, I never get to mark this. I had a fantastic sleep. Like, it was amazing. So I used this Fox and Cactus girl in her PJs just to note that. And then I used a Fox and Cactus squish to note that we went to Costco. We had a lot of food that we had to buy, but also we had to buy like toilet paper, paper towel, Kleenexes, blah, 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 blah. And then I used another squish to note that somehow I had another load of laundry. It was insane. The amount of laundry, like, guys, the amount of laundry I do is absurd. Then after that, I cleaned my fridge, and I used yet another squish for that. I will say the amount of squish that Emma has in Fox and Cactus is like amazing, and I love squish with all my heart. After that, I did some baking. I cleaned my fridge and I decluttered my front hall closet. So I used a Coffee Monsters cone emoji to note the decluttering. And then I did my fall garden prep, and this sheet is from Sweet Tea Sticker Co. So I prepped my garden for fall, which means pruning back a lot of this stuff, weeding, and then I planted my garlic. And then that evening I used a paper and milk maru and I baked an apple crisp. On the Wednesday, I finally remembered to use that space in the bottom. I was so excited about it. I know you saw me tapping the page. And I love these Fox and Pip icons for swim. This is what I'm using for the kids' swim from now on. Very, very excited to use them. So I don't even have to mark swim classes. Very clearly, it's just swim. Then I just used a little checkbox to mark daycare. It was a daycare day for both of my kiddos. Or not my little one, my big guy. And then after that, we went on a small, or I had extreme foot pain. Oh yeah. I was so worried because, and I have a Maru to note this, but I was so worried because I couldn't walk. I could barely do anything, but I am nothing if not a glutton for punishment. So I went on a tiny little walk, 3.5 kilometers, and then I ended my walk with a trip to Shoppers Drug Mart. If you are Canadian, you know Shoppers Drug Mart is the devil, but it also has everything that you need. So I went to Shoppers Drug Mart to pick up a tensor bandage, and I thought maybe I had sprained something. I couldn't pinpoint where the pain was. It was just incredible. I've never experienced anything like that. The last time was when I broke my foot prior to running in a marathon. I will tell you, being a couple of days away from a race weekend, I was not having that. We were not having a good time. After that, I noted that my baby had a really hard day. He had no naps this day, none at all. It was not a good day. Beyond that, just that we had family playtime, and I made an order from Simply Gilded that night. I couldn't tell you what I ordered, but definitely it was somewhere in there. And so the family playtime is from Sweet Tea Sticker Co. And the Simply Gilded order is a Maru from Paper and Milk. Then I finished everything and I moved on to Thursday. So on Thursday, I did another daycare drop-off, marked it the same way all week. I also marked it the same way on Friday. And I did create the same little space up at the top of the page, but it's harder to miss that one. So I put my daycare up there. I made sure I had enough space, and I felt like it went pretty well. Then beyond that, I shouldn't say beyond that, but then I did a tiny little small walk. I actually took the bus home from dropping my kiddo off today. On the Thursday, I never do that. I usually do the walk. But this time I took the bus home, got my baby down for a nap, and then I did a little small walk over to the LCBO and the Metro just for a couple of things that we needed. And it wasn't great. I wasn't feeling fantastic. I was pretty discouraged at this point, if we're going to be totally honest. I was worried I wasn't going to be able to run in the race. And then it just miraculously got better. So I used a squish for my shopping where I went. And then after that, I edited a haul video. And to mark that, I used a little laptop with a bow hand-drawn by Chelsea from Dash of Sun Designs. So very, very excited to pull that in. Maybe if we all lobby her hard enough when she comes back from mat leave, she'll bring her bow icons back. But I don't know if they were super popular sellers in the shop before, but I really did love them. They were one of my favorite things. I'm running low on everything, so I'm a bit anxious about it. After that, I changed the sheets, so I marked those with a Fox and Pip icon, and then I did more laundry, but I think I was trying to pull in a half box just because I had a big sticker to mark my husband and I getting to spend some time together. And like catching up. You guys know that we do this a couple times a week now, just, saying hi, checking in. That's what we do. So I used a half box extender from, what's it called? The Prairie Planner. And then I put my half box on, and I actually ended up trimming it down because it had rounded edges. So that was nice. And I just noted that my husband and I had some time together. We also went on another autumn walk with my kiddos. The weather was perfectly autumnal and just perfect. So that was really, really enjoyable and very nice. And to mark that, did I mark that with, I don't know what I marked that with. Might have been just a little emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. with a witch's hat. I tried to mark as much as I possibly could with those. Yes, it was an emoji with a witch's hat. So I tried to mark it as much as possible with those because I had gotten those in the Coffee Monsters Co. subscription. Then after that, I did a voiceover and I used a YouTube bow icon from Dash of Sun Designs to note the voiceover. And then that evening and the couple sticker is from Teddy Plans Co., if anyone's wondering. And that evening I ended up watching The Great Canadian Baking Show. I was definitely on a binge here. Not a binge, but like you can see that I was watching it consistently here. Friday, as I noted, Friday was really busy, but like not so many plans that I needed an extender. But on Friday, the first thing I noted was after daycare was that we took the train into Toronto, a much smoother train ride this time, which thank goodness for that, because that was like a problem. Then a paper and milk Maru with pumpkin hat as a sampler. To note that I went to Starbucks and I picked up, probably a pumpkin spice latte. It was just a sampler I had left over, and I thought, why not use it? Because we are getting close to Halloween. Then, while we were waiting for the kit pickup to open, my little baby and I were at the park, and we were watching the planes fly out and fly into Billy Bishop Airport, which was really nice. Then I had a Coffee Monsters Co. racing sticker, running sticker, just to note that I picked up my husband's, my sister-in-law's, and my own bibs from Toronto. A little bit frustrated that they only provided this on a weekend day and they didn't provide it at the beginning of the race. That was fairly frustrating for me, just because it's difficult to get into town and the people were coming in on the day of. Again, very frustrating. Then I came home and I baked more apple crisp that evening, and then a Fox and Pip icon to note that we went over to my in-laws because my sister-in-law had just arrived in town, and that is always an exciting time. She rocks. She's fantastic. The next morning, it was a super calm and chilled morning. It was exactly what we needed. So I marked that with a Fox and Cactus icon, another Teddy Plans Co. custom, to note that my big guy and I had a long snuggle while my little guy was having a nap. I try and do things with him when it's nap time with my baby, but he just wanted to snuggle, and that's okay too. Then in the afternoon, I played with both of the boys, and that was really fun. They're starting to play together a lot more now, so it's been really fun to be able to do that. That's a Sweet Tea Sticker Co. icon, and I love the fact that I have a craft tape sticker from Paper and Milk, just to note that I was wrapping presents. Then I did a general tidy of the house, and then we went over to my in-laws' place for my father-in-law's big 60th birthday, and I used a fancy label for that too. I thought that would be appropriate. And then on Sunday, it was the biggest day, so I'm going to speed through. We woke up at 4:30 in the morning to take the kids over to their grandparents' place. For some reason, the grandparents wouldn't come to us, so we took them to the grandparents' place so that they could watch the kids while we were at the race. We picked up my sister-in-law from my grandparents' place. We drove into Toronto, Paper and Milk Murray, to mark that. That script, by the way, is from Sweet Tea Sticker Co. and is available in her shop. After that, we did the Toronto Waterfront 5K. Absolutely 1000% will do it again. Logged a personal best in years. I'm very happy with that. Can't wait to do it again. That afternoon, we picked up the boys, and then I had one of the most glorious showers I've ever had in my entire life. Then I took the boys out. We bought pumpkins for Halloween, and then Walter, my baby, hurt his eye somehow, so happened to have Band-Aid stickers for that too. And then we went to bed so early because let me tell you, 4:30 a.m. wake up is just not a fun time. So that was my entire week. I really, really hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you guys are staying safe and well, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. We're nearly into 2024 spreads, you guys. We're so close. We're so close Toodles!